I wasn't ready to start, but I was just putting my hair behind my ear, and you know, if you show your hand to your camera, it starts recording or takes a photo. The way I did it, and I have massive hands, massive shark hands, way to make me feel self-conscious. And so it saw it and just started recording. I was like, okay, we'll go with it. I have been so excited since Run Disney Races came back to Disneyland in California. I love all the Run Disney Races, but I am located in SoCal, and so it just feels like a hometown race, and these races are so fun. You know, when you are at the start of a race, 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon, always happens, and you have a running buddy, friend, acquaintance, a complete stranger, potential new running buddy, if you take off together, that says, I'm not ready for this race at all. I didn't train at all. I just feel like that can't always be true. The medical teams would be overwhelmed at these races, especially, and I also don't want to get political, but with global warming, it's hot. It's hot out there. We can't be running untrained in this weather, in this economy. No. So I kind of have a theory that the people that say, I'm not ready for this race, I didn't train at all, are the same people that when you were in school and you had a big test, teacher handed it back, you know, always face down, and they looked at their score and they were like, oh, devastated, right? Like, oh man. And they got a 93, maybe an 87. Like, you're fine. Yo, okay. It's two different things to say, I didn't train and you genuinely didn't train, versus saying, I'm not ready. But you did train, you just don't feel ready, you don't feel confident, but you did your best during the training. Two completely different worlds. And self-awareness is important, and also just being honest about, factually, I can see that I did all these runs, I did the strength training, figured out my fueling, but I don't feel ready. I feel like I'm not fit enough or fast enough or whatever it is, like two different things. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to do weekly updates on my training is, one, I used to do daily updates on my running and eating as I trained for dozens of races on runningrepeat.com, and I do miss that. I do miss having that for my memory, documenting everything. Super helps to keep accountable. And this goes along with B, I love the Run Disney community, and I want to get more in it. I want to make more friends. And I feel like this is a great way to connect with people. This kind of starts a conversation about what others are doing with their training, not necessarily for Run Disney Races, but just anyone that's in the same kind of distance mode and the same timeline. I think that you feel like you're in this together, even if you are potentially doing most of your training solo. And three, because Run Disney Races are such an awesome place for first time or newer runners. And I've run a race or two. I'm a running coach. I love talking about this stuff, and ideally we can get into some tips and tricks and hacks and reminders if you're not super experienced or have taken some time away from it. I'm gonna start this training recap with the end of last week, my last long run, because I haven't done one yet this week. And also because I need to scold myself. I need to publicly shame myself, I guess, because I went out, I wanted to do 12 miles. Drove to a spot where I know this is a great place to do a long run. But as soon as I got there, I thought, do I have to pee? Like, no, didn't I just go? But it got in my head. So instead of doing the route that I thought I was gonna do and circle back to my car to get some water, no, I had to run to a park. Like, I know this area very well. So I ran in another direction and decided to just like make it work in that other direction, not coming back to my car. And I was dying of thirst. Like, it's hot right now. Yeah, of course. So I got back to my car and I was like, just chugging water and not trying to chug water and then head back out. That wasn't gonna happen. So 10 miles. Sunday is my rest day. Did take a long walk. Monday, I ran 7 miles on this harder kind of loop near me. I really need to find an 8-mile loop though. I would love to find an 8-mile loop that is not just one extra mile on this 7-mile, because it's just it's a lot of uphill and it's rough. Tuesday, I did strength training, upper body, abs, and a 30-minute cycle. Wednesday, I did a 3-mile run and then met up with a friend and walked 3 miles. I didn't realize we had walked that much. Also, 2 different people commented on how fast we were walking, and I feel bad because I think I'm the instigator of that. Like, it's excessive if people are noticing, and I had just run. She hadn't, so I think I was still in kind of like quick mode. Like when you do speed work and you do a cool down after, and it's like fast, but it feels easy just because you're used to going faster than normal. I don't know if that's cool. Like I need to wear a weighted vest or pull a sled or something. I'm like a dog that pulls. Which brings us to today. I did a 6-mile run and abs, and I want to say stretching, but I haven't yet. The day's not over, and I've told myself I'm going to, and I'm telling you I'm going to, so let's just believe that I'm going to. Ted Lasso, believe. So that's this week of running training, physical training, but I have a huge to-do on my mental training, and that is figuring out how I'm gonna dress, my running costume, because that's actually the 7th thing I really love about Run Disney Races is just, I'm a situational dresser. I love to dress up in something fun and Disney themed. So if you have any ideas, let me know. If you're training for anything, let me know. If you have questions, keep them to yourself. Let me know.